and see what we missed in the last week since we've been there. We've also dealt with the frustration of showing up and our private property being damaged or stolen, missing. That is something that we've had lots of discussions on and still have discussions on, that we see improving the wildlife in several areas of the state. And I realize a lot of people are unhappy with not being able to use them for hunting, but how many people outside of an outfitter have actually shot something that they have on camera on public land? And so that's been something that I've been a strong supporter of. And then again, also a strong supporter of putting harvest limits on archery deer season this year, and harvest reporting on those as well.
Thank you. Jessica, the state of Arizona has a process in which the public may place legislative measures on the ballot to be voted on during general elections. What are your thoughts on the use of this voter initiative process as it might pertain to managing wildlife?
I still have family in the state of Oregon, and I'm using this as an example where people have tried to bring ballots forth that they didn't want you to kill animals. That of a certain age, they should live out their life, and then you eat them when they're tough and gristly. That's a result of feelings, I believe, and I think if you let too many feelings on rulemakings and ballot measures, that it takes away from the ability of the department and the commission to do their job. And without, and I'll say this very clearly, peer-reviewed, scientific, published research papers by accredited scientists and biologists. Without that, you lose the ability to make educated decisions. And allowing the general public to make rules for our wildlife would also take away the ability to make those educated decisions.
Yeah, Jessica, I think this would be probably a pretty easy question for you, since I know you're an avid hunter. But my question for you is, what are your thoughts on fair chase as it applies to hunting, and the ever-changing technology that produces better and better equipment and tools for sportsmen?
I like fair chase. I enjoy the challenge of hunting the most. I've been outsmarted more times than I can count. The only time I'm mad about it is when a fish outsmarts me, but it is a firearm or a bow that has the ability to be shot at range. The person behind that still has to have the smarts on when to pull the trigger. Ethics are not something that can be taught, although we do our darndest. But I believe that if we continually stress those ethics, that helps someone who purchases a $8,000 piece of hunting equipment choose when to pull the trigger, choose the right moment, choose to make the right decision. There are more people out there watching. So when unethical activities do happen, someone normally sees it. I don't believe that we're at a point with firearms and scopes and archery equipment yet that we have overrun Fair Chase. I don't believe that we're there yet. But I think it's something to be cognizant of, something to watch as more people are in the woods with firearms and bows and crossbows if they have a permit for that. And I think that as there are more people in the woods, there are more people living off-grid. The quarter-mile rule is not out of whack for people with some archery equipment either. And so I think it's something that's always at the that should always be at the forefront, and that we should always be paying attention to. But
Great, thanks, Jessica, appreciate it. Well, thank you for your short trip up and back.
you're welcome.
And is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.